So when we are playing in flamenco, there is the Buleria, coming out of Buleria, which means joking, teasingly. And that means there is some unpredictable thing will happen. Means when the singers are there, they're playing some chords, and then you don't really know which chord is coming next, because if we planned everything, then that's not flamenco. But that's classical Spanish music or tourist kitsch stuff, probably, but this is not a flamenco-ish thing, but this is not really flamenco music. Because in the flamenco music, there is this aspect of improvisation and spontaneous thing which happens right there on the stage or on the place you are performing. Therefore, to know how to react about that, just like in jazz style also, in the jazz music, the musicians improvise the solo there, and yet they don't know what the other will play, so they have to also harmonize and try to enhance what the others are playing, with the piano, let's say, with different instruments. And therefore, but what will happen there, you don't know, means we are in contact with the unknown. So our capacity is possible, and sometimes people say, wow, how is it possible that you can react so fastly, if you knew that chord is coming, or that scale will change there, or that the key will modulate and all that. How did you know this so fast? Because you are trained to do it. There is a training for that. Just like in martial arts, I just said that there is black belt, then yellow belt, brown belt, white belt, different levels, right? So here in guitar is also the same thing. And in unpredictability, that's why a master level is there, right? Because if I go to, say, in martial arts, for example, and some high-level Aikido performer or teacher, they were explaining how to defend or counteract an attack with a knife. So the attacker will not come and say, first I will punch you with the left, and then I will go with the right with the knife like this, and I will kick you with the left. They are not going to do that. That's why the attacker is dangerous, because they don't know how they will react. So the master of that can react immediately, and you have one fraction of a second to take the decision there. How to intercept the thing. So great masters of this art, martial arts, they can even intercept this with the blindfold or from behind, like they really know it. Because because they train every move separately. Right? They know from the right side you intercept like this, then from below you do like that, and from there, if they kick first, then you do like this. They have all these combinations already mastered, and when something happens, there spontaneously, in a fraction of a second, they know how to intercept the thing. Right? So that's the same thing here in guitar, because when it will happen, the singer is asking for other chord, or the melody is going somewhere else, and you need to change some rhythm or some dynamic or the mood of the piece or the scale or something, you need to react fast. Right? That's when there is a gap, and that's the difference between advanced, intermediate, and beginner. Because the gap of the way you react, a good reaction properly, to what's being expected to be played, right? What you need to play there, it demands you something, it challenges you somehow. And then how you react to that challenge, that's where you will show if you are advanced level, intermediate, or beginner. We have 9 levels of this, and so there is a training to do it, right? And yes, even if the Buleria is not planned, if you plan after 3 compasses, we do that. And then of course at the beginning, we have to do settings of settlements, of fixed ways to do things. Just like this in karate, this kata stuff, like they do one form, right? And then they always practice that form, only that form, from the very beginning, from white belt, let's say. They do one form and then repeat that. But the master level, they also did that, and they know many of those. Therefore, now they know how to combine them and how to use all the knowledge together, and why. If you know why, then you become also more powerful. That's a master, that's an advanced stuff. And therefore, people can get it. You can get it. So everyone is welcome, but you have to understand the thing, that how your capacity to react properly in a fraction of a second, take the decision right there, the proper one. And they would sometimes even advanced players fail, or the martial art teach. It may happen because we're human, but most of the time you may rock there. So it means you have the proper training, and in one fraction of a second you can take the proper decision. So this capacity of reacting that way, this is a master level, this is the symptom of advanced level there, and therefore these levels have to be regarded. Watch the description of this video, I explain it well, because we need to know that, and that level we cannot imagine also ourselves, like without getting proper assessment. The assessment we get it in Skype, I give you the assessment, what you need really to start performing great and advancing through the path of, in this learning process, there have some steps there that you have to follow from a point in which you are not jumping over the gradients, not too difficult a material, or too easy that you are on their plane, also, that's also not good. That's all coming out of the do-it-yourself philosophy. Do it yourself and be confused forever. Watch also that description, because this is very important. I hope this answered your question. Thank you, and I see you next time.